Hello there, I'm Marshall Blake. Uh, what I'm doing here is making videos of me working from home, and right now I'm working online. Uh, I started working online at about 6 o'clock this morning. I get up early and I have coffee, and then around noon I have more coffee. Let's not forget about the mid-morning coffee. That's one of the advantages of working online. You can work at home, work for yourself, and have coffee whenever you want. Now, my granddaughter had a doctor's appointment that I had to run her to today, uh, and that didn't stop me at all from working online. I worked right through the appointment. So uh, that's one of the great things about some of the things that I do online. I can work right through an appointment if I want. It's just whatever I choose to do. So basically, I got about 6 hours working online today per phone. I had two phones, so that's pretty good for a day. I found my day to be very relaxing. So anyway, the purpose of this video is just to show you that you can work at home completely stress-free, relax, at your own speed, at your own pace, at your own place and pace, how's that? And enjoy it. Uh, just as simple as that. Uh, Now I have uploaded a few YouTube videos today, and other than that, I've pretty much been playing games all day on Misplay and App Flame. So that's pretty much been my day. And then, as always, I'll put a link to them two apps in the description below. But hang on a minute. I'll put a link to the two apps in the description below, so you can start enjoying working at your own pace, in your own time frame, when you're off work, when you're watching a ball game, whatever. But I didn't come here to tell you about these two apps today. On this video, uh, I'm fixing to start what I call my break apps. These are apps that I can take a nap if I choose to and let them run. Because, I'm an old man, it's about nap time. Anyway, these two, let me just tell you about one of them. And uh, that one is actually called Swagbucks. Swagbucks, I just turn a playlist on and I let it play while I take a nap. And I listen to it as I go to sleep. Usually like trending videos. I'll put a link to Swagbucks in the description below. Sounds like some of my kids are up, moving around and making noise. I have one daughter that likes to sleep in. She'll sleep in until noon. Victoria's giving Ashley a bath. She don't like to get out of the bath, so she's crying. See, so being in my room is relaxing thing for me. I can sit here, drink coffee, leave the kids out there for a while, and I can sit here and do my own thing and work. Kind of like what I like working at the golf course. You know, I can get out there and do my own thing and work, and it's peaceful. It's sort of like why I like working in the gardens. I get out there and do my own thing, and it's peaceful. It's no fun ever having somebody watch over your back when you're trying to do something. Anyway, so I'm going to introduce Swagbucks to you. I have gotten paid by Swagbucks several times. So in the link description below, there will be a link to Swagbucks, Misplay, and I'll also add another link to App Flames, since that's currently what I'm still doing in this video. But Swagbucks is also one of them ones that I like to do. You know, on the weekends, I'll get up, I'll have my coffee, I'll watch their trending videos or their celebrity videos, or sometimes their cute animal videos. So, Swagbucks is a really great one to have. Oh, I had a question about what these are. I have them sitting back here on the back of my table, charging all the time. We live out in the country, and I don't have a generator. Sometimes the power goes out, and these are actually solar lights that I keep back here charged in case the power goes out. And if the power goes out, you know, I'll turn these on, and we'll have some light at night. And they're a great little idea if you have extra time to fool with them while you're at home. That's something I run into sometimes. Some of these casino apps that I like, they'll have like 200 spins where they'll spin automatically 200 times. And sometimes I won't be paying attention, and I have to start the spinner over again because your phone will time out. So, yeah. Pretty much I try to stay busy making money somehow from the time I get up to the time I go to bed. That doesn't work out every single day, but when I'm not at work, I'll use these apps to make money, and it usually works out that I make money from the time I get up to the time I go to bed. And sometimes I'll even make money while I'm asleep. So, none of this is a get-rich-quick thing. All this takes time. All this takes a little bit of effort and ambition, but it's more or less really stress-free. As you can see, I'm not working too very hard here. So, while I'm thinking about it, since I said I would, I'm going to write down Swagbucks Mist and App Flame. I'm going to write down Swagbucks Misplay and App Flame, so I remember to add it in the description of this video like I told you guys I would. I'd hate to tell you I'd add something and then forget to add it, so as long as I have that note here in front of me, I'll remember to add it. I can just see you guys watching my video and me saying, I'm going to add a link to something and you guys download it so you can make money, but there's no link. You guys start commenting on my videos and saying, you said there was a link, there's no link, and giving me a hard time about that because I'm an old man with a bad memory. If you see an old person, a grandpa, you know, that does not have a notebook in front of him, do not tell him nothing that you do not want him to write down, because he's going to write it down so he can remember it. I got this thing about notebooks. When school gets back in session, or starts getting started for the year, sometimes Walmart will have notebooks, a quarter a piece or something, and I'll buy like 10 of them because I need them. Another reason I'm making these videos is, I want you guys to know that I actually put the time in here with these apps. It's something I personally do to, actually make sure they make money before I tell you about them. Like I said, it's not no get rich quick thing, but it's an excellent thing for stay-at-home moms, dads that are doing everything they can to take care of their family and need a little extra help. It's really a great thing for moms that are working and doing everything they can and need a little extra help. You just start to get out and get on with your life, and you're 18 years old and you're looking for a little extra money, or you're just starting college. These apps are a great idea for you to make a little extra money. It's rough out there in the world, and people could use all the money they can get. So these apps are really a blessing. And I want the creators of these apps to know that they have been a real blessing to me. And I do appreciate them. Over the winter, I'm going to try to stop smoking. We'll see how that works out. So if I appear grumpy in some of my later videos, that might be why. I'm just trying to wait till winter time where I'm not always going out, going to town as much, and not always in town to buy cigarettes and stuff. If I'm in town, I'm at the gas station or the grocery store, I'm gonna get a pack of cigarettes. I know it. So that's why I'm gonna wait till this winter when I stay home a few days in a row. Kind of like I'll cut down the smoking and run out of cigarettes. Won't have any. Maybe it'll snow and the roads will be bad and I won't be able to go in and get any. No, really, quit smoking is just, it's in your mind. If you want to quit, you'll quit it. You don't need nothing to quit it, you'll quit. So we'll have to see later on this winter how dedicated I am to the quitting smoking thing. Because I do smoke a lot. $15 to $12. if you guys have an app that you think is a good app to try to make money on, add a comment in the comment section here with the YouTube videos, and I'd like to try it out and maybe make a video telling other people about it, you know, kind of get the word out, hey, it's a good app. So, yeah. Incidentally, this is probably what I'm going to do about all winter too, is making apps, videos about apps. I might make some other little short videos and stuff. But I got about 6 apps right now that I'm testing out, uh, that are not part of the ones that I'm telling you about right now, that I'm testing out. So hopefully over the winter I'll get them all tested out and tell you about them through the winter. Um, as I've said a couple times here, I'm not going to tell you about the apps that don't work. I'm going to tell you about the ones that do. So if you're subscribed to my YouTube channel, you're going to make sure that you hear about the ones that do work, and so you can go right straight to the ones that do. We don't need to cover the ones that don't work because, well, quite frankly, I don't have time for that. Well, I do, but I don't want to make time for that. Uh, all these videos I'm doing, I'm starting to put in a playlist. And I made the playlist up, but I was going to tell you what the name of the playlist is, but I can't remember it right now. My daughter texted me. Been working on putting new windows in my house, and I haven't quite all got them all done. And she wanted to know if I was going to plastic one of her windows that I haven't got done. So I told her yes. If you got an old room in your house that you can get away and just relax, and you can put a coffee pot in there and do a little job like this, you know, it's really neat. Put a TV in there for you, maybe a recliner and a table. Uh, it's really relaxing. Or if you got a favorite place out in your yard you like to sit, this is a really relaxing thing to do. You can do it in the living room while the kids are hollering and screaming and throwing things and tearing your house down around you. But I choose not to. I choose to do it in a more relaxed environment where I can relax and enjoy what I do. So, now, eventually get bored letting these apps just play, and then I'll go to something that's a little more interactive, like a different game on these two apps, and play something that's a little more active, like Family Farm Seaside or something. A lot of people a little bit unsure what my YouTube channel is about because there's several different things that I do. Make golf course videos and make gardening videos, uh, videos about golf course maintenance. I make gardening videos. I make joke videos, and I make videos about apps and stuff like that. Basically, what you're seeing on my YouTube channel is just a guy with a great sense of humor that's hardworking and trying to take care of his family. So, I've made all sorts of videos over the years. I got a lot to choose from here on YouTube to watch. Some of them you're going to roll your eyes and say, what was Marshall thinking making that video? But I suppose my kids will look back at it one of these days and say, I remember when Dad made that. Or I remember when Dad spent all the time doing that, or something. Oh, hey, there's something I wanted to tell you about. If you like to be online playing games, and you like to make in-app purchases, there is a way that you do not have to pay for your in-app purchases. Most people know about this. It's called Google Opinion Rewards. It's an app you can download. They give you little 30-second questionnaires to fill out real quick, and they'll give you money that you can spend to make in-app purchases on not only the apps I tell you about, but about any app on the Google Play Store. So if you're not, if you don't have the Google's Opinion Rewards thing, maybe you can look it up, and I'm not going to add a link to it in this video because, like I said, most people know about it anyway. There's just a few of you that might not that are subscribed to my YouTube channel. I'd like to let you know about it. That would be my girlfriend. She's gonna probably want me to come see her in a little bit, so. I'm going to see her for a while. Remember them apps I told you that are my break app videos? When I go to see her, or break apps, I'll go to to see her, and I'll turn one of them on, so I'm still doing something. But that way the app takes care of itself, and I can pay attention to her. Um, Another thing I got here is this little solar charger that I use to plug in my phones when I don't have them over there on the tower. I use that. Is it rude texting your girlfriend while you're making a video for YouTube? Sorry about that. I'm a little hungry. I can't decide what I want. Sometimes you get an incoming call like I'm getting right now. I ignore it. I can leave a voicemail. Especially if there's not a number on the call. I pretty much got enough stuff in this room just to kind of be in here and relax all day if I want. All the essentials a man needs. Like Jello pudding cups, for instance. Coffee. Mm. Okay. A lot of people try to get out of me, how much can you make off of these apps? I try to avoid that question because you make as much off of them as you put into it. Like I said, it's not no get rich quick thing. So you put something into it, you're gonna get something out of it. There are certain things that I watch too. Like, see when my scratchy off tickets are ready. Because I like doing them. And no, I do not snack all the time. Just most of the time. I love this little phone stand I got. I'm actually gonna make another one for well, not a phone stand, but another stand for where I got my charger. so I can stand my phones up in that and charge them. You guys can feel free to comment on these videos, and I'd love to hear how you're doing with your own apps that you download. I made a mess. Imagine that. Oh my God. I think that's about all I'm going to do for this video. I'm going to leave my apps running, some different ones running, and I think I'm going to take a little nap until I go into town to see my girlfriend. So y'all have a wonderful day. Enjoy the apps that I've shared with you here. I got Swagbucks, Misplay, and App Flame, which I'll add a link to in the description below. And I'll be back at a later date to show you some more stuff.